Hi YouTube, what's up? It's Travis. Today I'm bringing you a new deck profile for the October ban list, the October 1st ban list. I'm really excited about it. I saw Glow Up Bulb was to 1, which was kind of crazy, and I also saw Regeki to 1, which is equally crazy. I'm super glad that I bought several of those Yugi World boxes so I can grab a couple of those secret rare Regekis before the ban list changed their price. So yeah, that's really cool. So this deck list is going to be the first in a series of several dragon decks I'm going to be building for this format. I think dragons are going to have a major resurgence now with the limiting of soul charge because a lot of decks are going to slow down a little bit. Soul charge at 3 was absolutely ridiculous. I'm super glad it's at 1. It makes everything a lot more balanced. Dragons can utilize it really well. That's why they were strong when it was at 3 as well. But at 1, it brings a new controlled aspect to the game where you don't have to worry about those big explosions. And I think dragons have a really good late game in a duel. So I'm going to be building several dragon decks, and this is my disaster dragon deck. It's got some weird tech choices in there. I think you guys will like them. I decided to get away from the Blue Eyes White Dragon stuff that people have been playing for dragon decks for so long and go in a different direction. So I hope you guys like it. So for the main deck monsters, you have one of each of the 4 rulers, Blaster, Tidal, Tempest, Redox. I do play cards that can be searched by each. I play all 4 elements in the deck, so it's gonna be pretty cool to see the searching abilities, and they're good. They're free summons. So I'm gonna have my 2 honorary dragon rulers, Red Eyes Dark Smell Dragon and Red Eyes Black Dragon. So the idea with Red Eyes Black Dragon is he's better than Blue Eyes because he's a level 7. So he opens up rank 7 plays, all really cool. His name is Red Eyes, which is, you're going to see why I'm playing him soon, but that's part of the perk. Red Eyes Black Dragon is just probably the best standalone dragon in the game. Really cool. So this is one of the reasons why I love this version of the deck. I'll go ahead and toss it out. Red Eyes Red Eyes Wyvern. This is the guy that kind of inspired the idea of the deck. Red Eyes Wyvern, what it does is whenever he's in the graveyard in the end phase and you have a normal summoner set, you can special summon either the other Wyvern, Red Eyes Black Dragon, or Red Eyes Darkness Metal Dragon in the end phase. And I thought that was a really cool effect if you can pull it off, because you can bring this guy back and make rank 7s. You can bring him back for more shenanigans. So that's a really cool effect. And with Dragon Shrine, it's really easy to get him in the graveyard. You just activate Shrine, you send Red Eyes Black Dragon for your free send, you send him. In the end phase, you get to special summon it. I mean, that's crazy. That's a free level 7. So that was the idea behind it, and I think it's really interesting. So I'm going to be testing it, and if I like it, I might bump him up to 3 and bump him up to 2, or maybe I'll add that Red Eyes Darkness Dragon. So yeah, we'll see about that. But those are sort of like the main disaster dragon combo pieces. And then this guy, heart and soul of the deck by far, Kawaki Mirror Drago. His effect, he lets you negate, well, as long as he's on the field, your opponent can't special summon light and dark monsters. So if you look at the meta, the top 3 decks are Burning Abyss, Shadal, and Satellar Knight. So the problem with this is, for them, they can't special summon unless they get rid of him. So not only do they have to use a resource, but he's a 1900 beater, and he's tough to get over in battle. So the only thing you have to do is reveal a dragon in your hand to keep him on the field. So just do something like Mass Dragon that's kind of obvious, or maybe a ruler to kind of send some intimidation down. Or if you have Diamond Core, you can just banish that and you don't have to reveal anything. Okay, so that sort of concludes the disaster dragon staple / interesting tech portion of the monsters. So now the basics, kind of. Play 2 Mass Dragon. I've seen lately people have been playing this at 1, and some people play it at 2, and some people are maintaining 3 of them. I find that in this deck it's better not to have a ton of dragons. I play 19, which seems to me like a lot. I think 17 is probably closer to the optimal number. But I still like 2 of these because you can special summon another one, and then you can special summon whatever you're looking for. The targets in the deck are Guard, Delta Flyer, and Exploder Dragon. So you can kind of go for whatever you need in the situation. If you want to make a level 5 or a level 8 Synchro, go for Guard, which usually he's going to be a Shrine target. If you want to make a level 8 or level 7, go for Delta Flyer. And if you just want to destroy something, go for Exploder. So alongside the one title search is Blizzard. Blizzard Dragon's really good because he's a strong normal summon. He's level 4, so he makes level 4 XE plays. His effect's pretty decent. I just played it because there aren't very many title searches, and if I'm playing title, I want to have at least one. Blizzard Dragon was the kind of obvious choice for me. So then we have the targets for Master Dragon Exploder, 2 of Delta Flyer, and then the 2 guards. So another thing that Red Eyes Black Dragon, just to point this out, adds to the deck is he is also vanilla. So he gives you the 3rd shrine target, which makes shrine much better. I think you have to play it in 3 because every time you activate one, you can get a ruler in the graveyard, and that's just excellent. Or you can set up that Red Eyes Black Dragon combo play that I told you about. So yeah, I like this lineup for the monsters. That's all of them. Like I said, 19 monsters. Optimal number, maybe less, but I'm testing at this because I want all of these. So, all right, spell lineup: 3 Dragon Shrine, 1 Gold Sarco, and 1 Diamond Core. Sort of like my Searchers lineup. The 3 Dragon Shrine, obviously you want to send a guard and a ruler, or your Red Eyes Black Dragon and then Wyvern, so you can get that free summon out. Another thing to mention, Wyvern can special summon another Wyvern, so if you have 2 in the grave, you can kind of have a recurring thing there. Once one's banished though, then that's the end of it, so you can bring one back for another play. Gold Sarco banishes a ruler, obviously you get a free search, and Diamond Core searches out Quackimero Drago, and then you can protect him for 1 turn by banishing it, so that's really good too. So that's sort of like the tutoring portion of the spells. Then I have the draw power. I play 2 Duality and 1 Sacred Sword. Sacred Sword is limited anyway, but the reason I put this back in the deck instead of a 3rd pot of Duality is because I'm playing Red Eyes, so I actually have 5 targets for it. So you can banish 1 from a field, or I think it might be the hand too. Yep, hand or field, and draw 2. So in worst case scenario, if you're out of options, just use your Red Eyes Wyvern play to bring back Red Eyes Black Dragon, and then throw this down and draw 2. That's worst case scenario. So, and then 5 Duality I think is better than Upstart because you get to choose which card you add to your hand, and you don't get your special summon. But the deck has really strong normal summons, so I wasn't too concerned about it. Okay, for revival cards, I play 2 Silver's Cry and 1 Soul Charge. Silver's Cry adds to the deck what the lost Soul Charges were, in a sense. We don't have Monster Reborn, but a lot of times what Soul Charge was used for is making big XC plays and Synchro plays. And if you'll notice, the Red Eyes Black Dragon and the guards are in the deck for just that. So playing 2 Silver's Cry will let you special summon one of those 3 targets from the grave. So you can go into a level 5 Synchro or rank 7 Exceed monster. Something interesting like that. And Soul Charge, everyone knows what Soul Charge does. This thing wins games. I'm really glad it's at 1. Just makes life a lot easier for players who are trying to play things other than the meta. And Soul Charge obviously costs a lot of life points too. Alright, so the destruction spells, 2 MST. Really want a 3rd one, and I ended up not having space. Like I said, I would really like to play a 41 card deck for this deck because there are so many other cards that I want in it. And then Regeki. This guy just came off the list starting October 1st. It's going to be illegal. It's going to be crazy. Better than Dark Hole, obviously. Whenever the Cliff Warps get really big, people are going to be playing this and Dark Hole. I mean, it's just going to be an instant. And I got the really cool secret rare one, if you can see that. So that does it for the spell lineup. Now for traps. Kind of conflicted. I'm always conflicted with traps whenever I'm deck building. But here's what I got. 2 Phoenix Wing Wind Blast. The 3rd Wing Wind Blast that's free. Compulse. Oh yeah, another note is one reason that Wyvern is so good in the deck is because it opens this card up. Wing Wind Blast costs you a card from hand. So being able to discard Wyvern or a ruler and then knowing that you're going to get something out of it is really good. It's almost making it Compulse. like playing 3 Compulse. And everybody has this huge thing about Constellar Pleiades and how good it is. That's why Burning Abyss decks play the rank up Magic. I'm with Jeff Jones. Don't play rank up Magic. Constellar Pleiades is nice, but you have these cards. Why would you need that? So just keep your Dante or whatever on the field and play these cards. And then I also play 1 Trapstone. This was the card that really conflicted with me. I wanted to play 2 Trapstone, and I thought about taking out a Phoenix Wind Blast or perhaps adding a 41st card just for the other Trapstone. But ultimately playing 1 is going to be how I test it. Playing 2 Trapstone would be nice because you can turn off Vanity's Emptiness, which is going to be the card of the format, guys. You can do a lot of crazy stuff with Trapstone, and you can make sure your dragon plays go through without much fear. So I wanted to, but I'm going with 1. And then for just the generic traps, 1 Torrential, 1 Bottomless, and 1 Warning. So that's the trap lineup. I feel pretty strongly about the spell trap lineup for this deck, and I really like it. So, but if you have any feedback, obviously, tell me what I'm missing here. Maybe I'm missing the big picture. Okay, for the extra deck, 1 Leviair, the Sea Dragon. It's the only rank 3 I play, but he's really good to bring back stuff that's banished. Cowboy for game. Castell, because everyone who plays rank 4 should play Castell. 1 Shark. 1 Queen Dragoon. Those are the kind of lower tier extra deck choices. No Exciton. I've seen a lot of people not playing it anymore. It's good. It's a strong card, but if you have Castell, Castell's strong too, and Cowboy just wins games, and then this card's good in Dragon decks. So play 2 level 5 Synchro, which Samsara, new card from Duelist Alliance. Whenever this thing goes to the grave by battle or card effect, you get a Monster Reborn. It even has the little Monster Reborn symbol on its abdomen there. 1 Armades, Keeper of Boundaries, because he's really strong. And this is your defensive choice, this is your offensive choice, so you kind of have both. Black Rose, only level 7 Synchro, nuke the field, takes the place of Exciton, if you're into that. Rank 7s, I have 1 Thunder Charger, 1 Draco Sack, 1 Master Blaze. Pretend this is Big Eye. If you have a Big Eye, take this out and put Big Eye in. For level 8 Synchros, I only have 2. Stardust Spark and Scrap Dragon. Just the 2 best that I thought of. I also had a Stardust in here, but I took it out for Armades because I thought it was a little more appropriate. Sometimes you get the option to go into one of these, so those are the 2 I would want the option to go into. And then lastly, we have Leo, because how do you get over Leo this format, seriously? And then Star Eater. Star Eater's really strong. So that's the entire deck. 40 card deck, 15 card extra deck, 19 monsters, 21 spell traps. Yeah, that's how Disaster Dragon is going to be played for a while. To me, that's what I'm going to be testing. I'm also, and look forward in the future, I'm going to be uploading a deck profile for Lightsworn with Sapphira, so a little bit of a ritual element. I'm going to be uploading a new Horus deck, not featuring the frogs, but an actual dragon deck with a really cool tech choice of Genesis Dragon. I'm going to explain that in the deck with all those cool rank 6 options. And yeah, just look forward to more dragon stuff. I'm interested in dragons in this format. I really like, out of the meta decks, I like Shadal's, but I think Pat Hoban probably kind of discovered the key with the Lightsworn engine. That's the only way to make it really consistent, or make it more consistent. I don't think it's consistent yet until we get new support. Burning Abyss are really strong. Obviously, Jeff Jones just topped Indy with the Burning Abyss deck the way they should be played without the stupid rank up magic. So yeah, give me some feedback. Tell me what you guys think about Disaster Dragons for this format and what you would make in relation to my deck. And yep, I'm signing out. Thanks for watching.